Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma friends, so in the beginning, I will give a little introduction regarding our practice. In this meditation practice, there are two mental cultures which we call Samatha and Vipassana. So, Samatha meditation means tranquility meditation. It helps you to calm down your mind, relax your mind, and bring your mind to one point. And Vipassana meditation means once you come to that tranquility state, from there you observe deeply, thoroughly how things come to be as they are. So then we have to be very clear what we observe. Because once you come to meditation, you have to have a mental object. So that mental object is always should be something real, not imagination or not kind of like something visualized. There are many different meditation techniques and people practice according to whatever they want. But if you look for the truth or the clarity, and if you look for your own liberation, or if you really want to understand who you are and what is happening within yourself, then you have to practice these four foundations or the Vipassana meditation. And to develop your mind, there is no any other way. That's why the Buddha mentioned Ekaino Ayang Maggo Satipatthana. It doesn't matter whatever the meditation practice you do, whatever the meditation technique you do. If you want to develop the mind to get into the truth and recognize how things come to be as they are, if you want to get into the bottom of the truth, you have to practice this Vipassana meditation and four foundation. What are those four foundations? One is observing the body. Kaya Anupassana. Kaya means body, Anupassana means observing. And observing means it is not thinking about it. You observe according to whatever the body behave. It is not you create something the way you want. And Chittanupassana means you observe according to the thoughts. So whatever thought arises, you start to observe it deeply. And then other one is the observing the sensation. And it is not you create anything, you just allow it to happen as it is. When it happens, you observe and recognize. The fourth foundation is the Dhammanupassana. Observing the recognizing the very nature of the body and the behavior itself. As you know, in the beginning, that there are some teachers teach as Dhammanupassana, observing the nature. But before you go to outside our body, just stay with the inside your body. So as example, there are different that system in our body. One is digestive system. So it is not somebody doing it. It naturally happening. So it belongs to Dhammanupassana. Another one is the respiratory system inside your body. It is just not the inhalation, exhalation with the bodily action. In the deeper level, the flow, the blood circular system, nerve system. As you know, the sympathetic nerve system and parasympathetic nerve system, this all autonomic nerve system, automatically, naturally happening. So recognizing that, observing that is Dhammanupassana, because it is not no one doing it. So like that, you develop your mind related with this four foundation. And this all four things happening within your body. It is not about you practicing any religion. It is not you practicing any believing. You just observe your own inner behavior. That's it. So it is, you no need to take it so serious, because you just trying to recognize who you are, what is your real being itself. That is vipassana. It is not something this Pali word or the Sanskrit word, or any kind of, the word come from very with the very ancient secret. There is nothing like that. It is the very being of yourself. Why then it is difficult for us to just to observe ourselves? Look, this when it come to this four foundation, it's nothing to visualize anything. Only thing is, just be very clear with your own experience in this very moment, whatever you experience, and recognize it without adding any thoughts or the ideas to your experience. So that way, you become very clear with who you are. So because the very purpose of the Buddha's teaching, remember, self-realization. There are people, they go different with the different ways and different ideas. Maybe they have a reason for that. But for you, if you practice meditation, if you practice vipassana, if you want to know who you are and how these real things happening within yourself, then just sit and observe. Don't take too serious. And don't become so hard when it comes to meditation. Make it more relaxed and comfortable. It is a very comfortable, and at the same time it is very relaxed, and it is very joyful. That joyful means it is very deeply resonate within yourself and tranquilize yourself, and it is a very peaceful journey within yourself, observing really who you are. See, sometimes we observe trees, we observe birds, we observe flowers, we go and we observe the landscape, we go to beach. So like that, it make us more happy. And we like to see rainbows, and people like to watch animals, and sometimes people from countries far away, they go to African Amazon jungles and spending so much money and spending so much energy, and then they just go and watch something and become so happy. More than that, million times more than that happiness you can gain observing what is happening within yourself. That is the beauty. So that's why, little by little, try yourself to observe what is happening with you. And for that, in the beginning, there is a way that you just thinking it not going to happen. What going to happen in life just by thinking? Nothing going to happen. Even just eating, look, just to make a meal, at least it says 8 hours you have to be prepared to have a good meal. So then what going to happen itself? Nothing going to happen in life itself. So then just do something and get little by little, put little effort and get into it. You spend some time with it, and you no need to be so serious about it, and you no need to take it so hard. Just be comfortable. Only thing, once you start to practice, just go with it again and again. Why? Because our mind has behavior to go here and there and always chattering and go here and there. It's like a roller coaster. So then you have to calm down this behavior. For that, you need the mental object. So for that we get the inhalation, exhalation. So when you come to inhalation, exhalation, bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. That don't go to anywhere else. If you practice this, there are different teachings, and then you have to follow that teacher and according to whatever their methods. But if you try to stay with the Anapanasati Sutta, the discourse of the Anapanasati, so the inhalation, exhalation, this meditation, and according to that sutta, the Uchungkayang Panidaya Parimukang Sating Upatta Petva. So in according to the Buddha's teaching, it's very clear. It says, just bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. The very reason for that is when you want to sharp your mind, this is the most sharp and subtle place that you can observe all other body around your sensation. Very easily you can get, but this is the place, the most difficult and hard and very sharp place. So when you able to focus to that, and your mind become more sharp and clear, and your observation capacity become stronger. So that's why you keep it to this place. And then other thing is, when you focus to this place, it's kind of like mentally, even physically, you get a view regarding your whole body. So when you able to focus to this area, naturally for even anybody, it's kind of like a door to enter to that physical structure. So it is something else, but just to clarify. So then when you observe this place, there is some place, top of your upper lip, or maybe tip of your nose, or maybe inside the nostril. Some people, you get the sensation. So start to get into that sensation and recognize in the beginning, this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Not by visualizing, not by thinking, not by dreaming. No, cut down that all mental activities, bring your attention and wait. And when you feel it, recognize according to that feeling. That's it. If you don't feel, don't try to think about it. Just wait. Learn to wait. It will happen. And remember, this respiratory system is a bodily action. According to the necessary conditions, things in your body, organs, this happen. So just observe. There's nothing to do. Don't do anything. Just observe this natural rising and falling, rising and falling. And that will help you to calm down, relax. And so once you get into that observation and try to go little by little deeper inside you. So how you go? In the beginning, now you recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. And then this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. Just observe entire breath body. And then a little bit go deeper. And some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Each and every inhalation different. Very subtle, but be focused, then you recognize it. So today I want to mention, sometimes when you observe this way, be very careful regarding the posture, because when you put attention or you close your eyes, when you put the attention, sometimes naturally your body start to come this way like this, because we have a habit to, your body have a habit to follow your eyes. So the eye has follow the nature to follow the body. So like that way, when you close your eyes and when you put the attention, what is happening sometimes, you inside, you watching. So that maybe bring your head forward, your upper body forward. And then in the beginning you feel sensation, but later it cut down. It's because the posture. So then always remember to keep the posture. Another thing is the head. Don't bend your head. Don't up your head. Just keep it to the medium level. and adjust the posture always. And time to time, look yourself, how your posture for the beginners. Another thing, sometimes your pain. So remember this all details I'll give because you have to practice yourself. And this all guidelines. That's it. You no need to do exactly the way I say. Once you understand these things, it's you just become free. So sometimes the pain arise. That is one of the most difficult part when it comes to meditation for people. Why? Because you need the posture. So when the pain arise, don't try to adjust. Don't try to fix the, because it never going to end. It will never end. Somehow it will come back again and again. The mostly pain arise because of the mind. But anyway, if you have any physical pain, just remember the pain has way to go itself, and the body has way to deal with your pain. Just allow it to happen. Knowingly, it is possible to change. And other thing is, when you practice meditation, sometimes the emotional current start to arise, sensual pleasures arise, because we have a body itself built with that building blocks, sensual pleasures. So sometimes it, when you start to practice meditation, it start to bring up. So then if that kind of things happen to you, and just imagine yourself, and just know this body itself going to change. And even the body, this outside picture is not the inside. So there is nothing to attach. And that way, if you think that opposite side, and then it will go down. And another one is thoughts. The lethargic, very sleepiness, sloth and torpor. Tina midda, the laziness, tiredness, you want to give up. Once you sit, once you close your eyes, always think when I going to open the eyes, when I go. So like that. Just imagine this life is very limited. We're not here forever. So then one day we have to go. We don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe in the very next moment we have to go. Maybe next month, next year. Somehow it's going to happen someday. So then as soon as possible, when you have time to practice meditation, do that. Because that is the most highest and beautiful thing as a human being you can practice. So while you're doing other things, just give little time and think yourself. When you feel sleepy, tired, you have a time to rest, but this time for meditation. So like that, adjust yourself. So that is why you become your own master. And so little by little, once you get into the sensation, from there, recognize the sensation, stay with the sensation. And once you become very clear with the sensation, what you have to do? Completely be free from all the knowledge that you know. And be sharp and clear and see through the sensation. It doesn't matter inhalation or exhalation, long or short, or it doesn't matter whatever. Whatever sensation arise, just see what you can experience. It should be your own experience. It's not because of this or that, or because of this theory or that, Try to experience something just by yourself and see, is there anything new, fresh experience that you can have in your life with your practice. So with that, your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Scan head to toes 3 times and say Sopateva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. So bring your attention to your body. Observe the lower part of your body. See the pressure, tightness, any pain, contact with the cushion or the chair or the couch. Lower back. Just get a mental note. Don't try to do anything. Just get a mental note. Your upper back and shoulders. Arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Chest and your abdominal muscles. Neck and head. Now bring attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times. And recognize the sensation. Once you recognize the sensation, and follow it knowingly, this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. If you see the entire continuation, follow it. Observe the entire breath body. Some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just accept it. Now recognize the sensation and just be with the sensation. It doesn't matter long inhalation or short inhalation. Just stay with the sensation and see what yourself can experience. Observe thoroughly, deeply, and see what you experience as inhalation or exhalation. Bring my attention to your body and observe the posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as far as we can. Just mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. Forward, to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Let your heart to shine and come out of the skin. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, when we develop any kind of spiritual practice, there are few things that you have to always remember. And whatever the development that you look with your mind, and even or as ordinary person in your conventional life, this for foundation of this spiritual practice is important. One is chanda. Chanda means the desire towards the goal, the higher purpose. So always in your life, remember to keep a higher purpose regarding your spiritual practice. It doesn't matter who you are, whatever you do in your conventional life. If you are not develop your spirituality, that means as a person, who you are, your inner qualities. If you don't develop your fundamental human qualities, your life going to become very dull. You get into many kind of tangles. And not only you, when you become miserable, that miserable life start to make other people lives also difficult. But if you have a higher purpose to develop yourself with your fundamental human qualities in conventional life, to become a better person, that itself help you to come out of a lot of situations. So that's why you have to have the purpose. How we can find this purpose? The very important thing you have to remember, when you come to this human world, you didn't come by mistake. You came because you had the purpose. That's why you became a human. So then from there, little by little, what happened, once you come to this world, you start to accumulate a lot of information from outside world. And according to our culture, tradition, school system, and education, so this kind of things, we schooling our own mind with the information we get. And because of that the main purpose sometimes disappear. That disappearance itself make your life miserable. But if anybody find their true nature, the main purpose in their life, in conventional life, they always have the will or the desire and joy and satisfaction inside them to go towards that. So then it is your responsibility. Every day you have to look how you bring a meaning to your life. What is you mean by living? You have to ask that question yourself. Some people morning to night, 9 to morning, 24/7, every day struggling, having difficulties. When it comes to difficulties, there are some behavior with the human mind. One behavior is, when you suffer, you always look, you think that other people also should suffer. When your life going miserable and you wish now other people's lives also should go miserable. When you are in pain, when you are in difficulties, if somebody else in joy and happy, you get so mad. So that is a one kind of life. And another person, when their life become miserable, they don't want anybody to become their life miserable. And they always hide that difficulty from others. They don't want to show it. And so that way, and sometimes they keep everything to personal and hide it. Don't want to say anything or don't try to look anything anymore. So that is the one thing. So another one person, when their life become miserable, they always wish other people also should be miserable. When they are sad, they wish other people also should be sad. When they are angry, they think other person also should get angry. So like that. And another person, they keep everything personal. They hide everything from others. They think, if I get hurt, it is only for me. If I am mad, I am sad, it is only for me. It's happened only for me. And they are the people always ask, why it happened to me? Why it happened to me? Because self-centered mind hold everything to them. And another person, that whatever the joy, the happiness happen to them, they keep it personal to themselves. And that also the same like the other side of the person, that whoever miserable with the self-centered mind, and there are people, they become happy, they become successful, and they become comfortable, but that success or the comfort or the joy, they keep personal. It should happen to me. And they think it should never happen to somebody else. I am the only one should get successful. No one else should get successful. I am the one who should deserve it. No one should deserve it anymore. So like that, that also self-centered. They enjoy it, they have the success, but it is self-centered. And there is a person, they become successful, they become happy, they become comfortable, and at the same time, they try to share it with others, thinking that this success, this joy should be with everyone. So then remember, these 4 categories everywhere in the world. And sometimes our behavior also can change. Morning one behavior, evening one behavior. So like that. The morning sometimes you think, oh, it should happen to only me. And maybe in the evening you think, no, it should happen to everyone. So like that, you yourself also can change. So that this behavior, recognizing yourself, will help to develop your life. So if you don't have a good purpose, what will happen? Maybe you will just, for the moment, you will have a very comfortable life. But knowingly or unknowingly, when you become miserable, sometimes it start to spread towards others. And also, sometimes you develop a life with the deeper egocentric ideas. But when you have a purpose, the beauty of that becoming a better person day by day, then naturally you start to open towards the society, towards other people. And you recognize that when you open that way, you recognize something. What is that something? You recognizing your life happening because of other people. That recognition itself is become the wisdom in conventional life. Your life happening because of other people. And that way, you become more generous, and you become more open-minded person around you. So that itself, your very being itself uplift your qualities, and not only yours, because whatever the success you achieve, naturally you start to share, knowingly that other people also become a part of that success. And that way your life start to uplift day by day, not only yours, the around you other people also start to becoming better. And you can reverse the pattern also. If you become miserable, and what will happen? Knowingly or unknowingly, the other people also you can drag down. You can take them down. It's like elevator. It can take people up and it can take people down. And sometimes in some elevators, it can take you to the view. That's mean the highest place of the building. And there are some elevators, it has B plus. B plus, that's mean the basement, not the basement, the bottom of the basement. So like that, there are people that your behavior, remember, maybe your husband, wife, children, parents, brothers, sisters, friends and family members. And even in this social life, we are part of this whole society, and our village, our city, our country, our world. You are part of it. You are the world. Beyond you, there is no world. So then yourself, you can make this place. You can make this very place wherever you are at this moment, your house or your office or your car. So anywhere, you can make this place as a heaven. I mean, that is the beauty of recognizing higher purpose. And not only that, you can become an angel. And the angels mean the person whoever bring the message. That means you have a higher purpose to achieve. And when you share that higher purpose with others, the other people also become angels, the messengers. That is what we lacking today. Because it is very difficult to find people with the inner message that they're trying to share with others. The most people deeper inside, psychologically depending from things. The psychologically we always depending from things. So that itself make us kind of like a beggars. So that's why we are more than the spiritual seekers, we are spiritual beggars. So the spiritual seekers mean you look for something with the higher purpose. The spiritual beggar, you in very being yourself, you always depending from something. So then why it happened like that way? Because you lose the higher purpose regarding to become better. And maybe that other side of the, when we lose that purpose, when we become miserable, when we become sad, worry, unhappy, and what will happen? And you have power to make this very life as a hell. Not only you, then you start to make other people, take other people to the bottom of the basement and the bottom of the life, bottom of the hell. So that's why you have responsibilities. And think a little bit. Just practicing meditation doesn't mean you close your eyes and you maybe go to the forest and stay detached from everybody, just having yourself, self-centered life like that. No, because there are some people have that argument with the Buddhism. It is very wrong idea. So there are some people say this Theravada monks, very self-centered monks. A lot of people talk about it. Even the Mahayana tradition of Buddhism, they develop the compassion, and they sometimes there are some arguments. They directly and blame, oh, you are a very self-centered person. You just think about only your salvation, your enlightenment. You don't have the compassion regarding other people. And this Christianity and Buddhism, when they have major discussion, one of the major thing they talk about, sharing the life with others. They mainly bring that topic everywhere. When you look that most of people, when they trying to compare the difference in between the Buddhism and the Christianity, what they mainly talk about, they say more than any other religions, the Christian people work in hospitals, schools, any public place, anywhere they go, social workers. Everywhere they sacrifice their life doing seva, sacrifice their life for others. We appreciate that. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing to argue with about anything. But how this Theravada tradition become more different than that way? What is the highest service that you can give? Of course, giving labor and doing something for somebody is very great. In conventional life, it is very important. But how about if the person come out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion? So that is the best social service if the person can do. Just come out of your own greed, hatred, and the delusion. Why? Because knowingly or unknowingly, if we have the greed, hatred, and the delusion, it's going to go with us. It's going to go with us. We don't see that nature. I give a little example. So when you take a seed, so get whatever the seed, apple seed, mango seed, or the orange seed, or take whatever the seed. So that seed came out of the tree. And inside that tree, inside that seed, when that tree gave the seed, it has all the qualities that whatever that tree used to carry. Maybe just think 50 feet high and 100 feet wider, the huge mango tree, and giving thousand mangoes, and every season, very sweet. Just take out like that, the huge mango tree, and that mango tree giving you a one mango with the seed inside, and you take the you eat the mango and wash the seed, and you don't see anything in details. But remember that mango tree gave that seed with all the qualities that inside that mango tree inherent to this seed. So if you plant it in the right soil and if you take care, that mango tree can, that if you grow it to a mango tree, it's going to give you the same kind of mango. So same like the very core, very essence of the thought. So remember, as a husband, wife, when you parenting, that your idea you inherent to when the child in the mother's womb. And that's it. That's the world go. And if the person have the greed, hatred, and the delusion, that what we call the DNA, bloodline. If the person have the greed, hatred, and the delusion, whatever you schooling or the send universities or the high degrees, but still, that very essence of the life is something. But how about if you develop your higher purpose to come out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion, you purify yourself. Once you become like that, your just appearance itself transform your qualities. So it's like certain trees. That trees, the seeds can fly. Just it need the wind. When the wind come, when the season come, the trees can travel. The tree is one place this year, and then when you look the next time, the tree went all over the area. So the seed can travel, the trees can travel. How it travel like that way? When the wind come, with the wind, it's go everywhere. It has power to overtake any land. So same like when you become with the loving kindness, compassion, wisdom, that also has power to go everywhere. When the right moment, when it come to the right wind, it can go anywhere. So then yourself remember, develop the higher purpose with the strong effort inside you to become a better person day by day, day by day. Cut down the greed, hatred, and the delusion little by little, little by little. Don't facilitate it. Don't try to develop it inside you. And little by little try to develop the loving kindness, generosity, and the wisdom and compassion. And the best thing that you can do, the very first level, try to come out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion yourself. When you become purified from very inner being yourself, whatever the bodily, verbally, or mentally action come out of you, it has power to transform that loving kindness, generosity, and the compassion towards others. But if you have the greed, hatred, and the delusion inside, so whatever the maybe surface level of the life, you feel, you see it's good, but deeply it inherent with the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So think about it and again yourself, and try to Try to become the better person, the best version of you, day by day, and transform your life every day, every moment to become a better person. That better person mean it is just not the personal, the material success, and how you come out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbhiti vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi dhikayuko bhava ettavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam. Sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idammi punya kammang Asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.